best scenery you'll see anywhere, particularly on the west coast. I always love coming to Ireland because of all of that, and it's always a joy to return. But the spectacular west coast scenery, but also it's an exciting country, and I love the music, the culture, the literature. It's all a great experience.
In the 13th century. So it's the 5th, the 12th, and we're in the 13th century. Now remember, when this church was built, at that time, they had their hands, their imagination, and the animals who drew the materials. That was the whole thing. They had nothing else. So it just shows you, you know, what you can do with all of that.
You notice as well that every stallion has his own paddock. So this goes back to what I was saying before about them being very territorial and very highly strung. So that's the reason then for the double fencing as well, to keep them nice and spaced from one another, and also from people walking by, because they're not very friendly and they probably will bite.
I'll move these about so you get to see them. What I say won't be very much. If you want me to say more, just ask. Now if I try and confront them again,
Now the main difference between marble and granite is hardness, of course. Granite is harder than marble, and that's why it's more suitable for your worktop.
Now, you may or may not have heard the expression, the walls have ears. But in this room they have. If you look over there to the very far right, you will see a small circle on the wall. And there's also another one partially hidden there behind those antlers where the wires are going up. They were actually spy holes. And at night here, of course, everybody was standing here drinking and talking when the banquet was over, but you never realised you were being watched all the time and listened to.
The exhibition we have here is called the Queenstown Story, and it deals, the main theme is emigration, but emigration in various different forms. You have the normal type of emigration where a young guy decides, I'm getting the hell out of this country, there's a ship leaving, I'm gone. And you get the other type where you steal a pig or a chicken or a sheep and you get free travel all the way to Australia. We also tell that story. The original emigrants that left this country would have gone into Canada. We were part of the British Empire, so was Canada. So the ships coming from Canada were bringing timber for shipbuilding in Britain, and rather than going back empty, took passengers on board in ships that weren't really designed for taking passengers, hence you have the term coffin ships.
Big question. But yes, they've had their fair share of very violent and troubled times, and it's amazing that they've come so well out of it, really, which is that they know how to enjoy life and how to appreciate it because of everything that they've been through. So it's a long, long, complicated history, but it certainly is a history of being invaded and fighting for what is theirs, right up until the present day, in a sense. And so I think that means that they appreciate what they've got all the more, because it's been a struggle to achieve it. Oh well, everybody always loves it. Certainly all the tourists, the go-ahead visitors that I've had the pleasure of escorting round Ireland have all thoroughly enjoyed it. It's as well as what they're seeing, it's what they're hearing, and it's the people that they're meeting. Obviously, one advantage is the language. Is that at least you're coming somewhere where you can more or less understand what they're saying, depending on how broad the accent is, but you are dealing with the people who are more or less speaking the same language, and that's always a bonus. But then you have that wonderful music and the dancing and all of that side of it, that always appeals, as well as the history. And for Americans particularly, there's the obvious thing of a direct connection with the ancestry. Nearly everyone who comes over has an ancestor somewhere who started out in Ireland and left to find a better life somewhere else. So everybody seems to have that direct connection, which certainly adds to the experience and makes it more special.
Okay. I call you Mixed Grill, okay? The horse in front now, his name is Seldom Fed. And the driver's name is Seldom Sober. That driver's a lovely singer. His favourite song is When Irish Eyes Are Bloodshot. The only singer he